Through globalization, gamelan as a form of Indonesian culture has undergone various changes. Overseas, the gamelan industry is different from its original form in Indonesia. The most obvious difference being the musicians playing in the gamelan ensemble for performances consists of non-Indonesians. Throughout this project, I've come to know that various ethnic groups and people of different nationalities are involved in the teaching and presenting of gamelan performances. In Singapore, Gamelan Asmardana, a non-profit gamelan organization, was even set up by a Chinese Singaporean, a non-Indonesian. Gamelan Asmardana's ensemble members consist of mostly non-Indonesians of various ethnicities and nationalities. For instance, Singaporeans of Chinese and Malay ethnicity, Americans, Czech, etc. For the three types of gamelan ensembles that it has, which are Balinese, Javanese, and Sundanese, the members are often interchangeable. On the other hand, in Indonesia, the different types of gamelan performances are performed by their respective ethnic groups. Balinese gamelan by Balinese people, Javanese gamelan by Javanese people, Sundanese gamelan by Sundanese people. Gamelan groups overseas, which often consist of a mix of ethnicities and nationalities, often treat gamelan as another genre of music. However, obviously, gamelan is a cultural form of music which can be sacred in its original context in Indonesia. So, here comes the issue of cultural sensitivity. Has it been a big issue for these gamelan musicians in Singapore? I've also been wondering, how have audience perceived such gamelan performances which consist of non-Indonesian musicians? Has gamelan, being performed by non-Indonesians, lost its authentic value, meaning, and popularity altogether? On the 17th of April, I went to a Javanese gamelan performance at the open outdoor stage of Esplanade called On the Waterfront by the NUS Singang Laras group. The turnout for the audience was great. And people, merely walking past, would stop by to find out what's happening and enjoy the soothing music for a while. While I was there, I took the chance to ask some of the audience about their opinion on the performance, specifically on the multi-ethnicity of the gamelan performance.
Peaceful, it's very nice, very serene. Yeah, probably they enjoy it very much, so it's a way to integrate into the culture, right?
Not so authentic.
Tapi boleh lah untuk hiburan boleh lah. The music gamelan is influenced by mystical. If not mystical, not the sound not good. Budayaan Melayu kita ni banyak bangsa asing yang mainkan. Bangsa kita sini tak peduli. Tapi sepatutnya orang Indonesia lagi ahli.
Yeah, it should be lah. I mean, it should be, but I think it also means that someone outside of the own nationality can appreciate dorang boleh appreciate they can appreciate and understand the beauty of the music. So I think it's not so much about who plays what instrument. I think it's the music itself that actually reflects the true culture. It's not who is playing the instrument, but it's what comes out of the instrument and how it's being arranged.
From the interviews, audience are generally open to the idea of having gamelan as an Indonesian culture to be played by multi-ethnic groups, although it is open to interpretation as to whether its authentic value is reduced. Maybe a group of audience consisting of foreign tourists visiting Indonesia would not have the same open-minded thinking when they watched a gamelan performance consisting of a mix of ethnic groups and nationalities, while what they are looking for is a taste of authentic Indonesian culture. But perhaps such open-minded thinking only happens in Singapore and other countries outside of Indonesia, where gamelan is not part of their original culture, and the performances are not intended as a showcase of the exoticized authentic culture as one would have expected to see in Indonesia. The answer to my question is all relative to the context and the purpose of the performances. Except for when the performance is intended as a showcase of an exotic, authentic culture that foreign tourists would have expected, as with the case of gamelan performances for tourists in Indonesia, gamelan music overseas is more or less treated as a genre of music and part of the creative industry, which should not be limited by a set of rules and is always open to interpretation.
To us, it's just a form of music. It's like picking up a guitar or picking up a piano or whatsoever. But to some of the Indonesians, it might be more than that. You can actually define their lives. You can actually define their their lineage or whatsoever, history. Some even as a religion, like some religious practices actually use a lot of gamelan. So there's always a cultural sensitivity to approaching the subject.
Coming back to the issue of cultural sensitivity, as long as these musicians still respect the sacred side of gamelan, they are free to be as adventurous as they'd like in walking around the music and experimenting with this cultural art form.